Who's to say? Who's to say what's real for one and what not for the other? Who's to say what's beautiful or poetic? And, you know, for these 6 people and these 8 people can't stand it. It's sort of that kind of thing. I really liked the idea that, well, first of all, I really love the idea of playing opposite Marlon Brando and being the crazy one. How many times has that job come around?
Yeah. That's right. I never thought about it the way. He's your straight man, isn't he? Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I owned him.
And he's terrific in the movie too, of course.
Oh, he was so charming. I mean, well, charming on screen for sure. Charming, you know, you know, when they're setting up shots and things like that. Suddenly you see, like, you know, like there's like 17 makeup chicks kind of over there just listening to Marlon telling these, you know, amazing stories. Probably lies. No, I mean, you know, he was a fascinating individual. I learned a lot. That movie was key for me. You know, they asked me who should play the Doctor, and they had other actors in mind, and I don't know why. I just said Marlon Brando, you know, and they laughed, and I didn't. You know.
Well, then you gave us a gift.
I just thought, you know, they kept saying, no, he'll never, no, he won't, he does not, you know, he doesn't care. You know, and I was in New York at the time, and I come back to my hotel, and like the messages, and you're reading the thing, and you see this thing that says, Marlon Brando called at 9:37, you know, here's his number, and you're like, none of this shit's happening. I'm 9 months into a deep coma, and this is some weird shit that you really would like to happen, but it's not gonna. So I called him, and he was great. You know, he was the absolute opposite of everything that they told me he was going to be, which is some testy guy who wants to know that he's in control and all that stuff. And that's not at all what the man was. You know, he was. No matter what he did, I think, I mean, going to work, whatever, the most important thing on his mind was justice, equality, justice, just justice. I never seen anybody, I worked with a lot of people, you know, I never seen anybody step out of his car when he gets to work in the morning, in his kimono, of course. I'm not gonna twist this thing around on you. There are kimonos involved, and there will always be kimonos involved. And they're his. Yeah, I mean, he sort of, you know, waltzed out of his, you know, chariot with his kimono on. He would walk to, like, you know, 75 crew members and say hi and tell them jokes and kick them in the nuts and pull their hair and just play jokes on and stuff. So that was a real eye-opener, because, you know, there is that thing. They say, wow, you know, be careful, you know, maybe you don't want to meet your heroes and all that. I've met pretty much everyone, you know. Never been let down, and especially by him. Never. He was solid, and he was, yeah, I was very lucky. He was a lot of things to me. You know.
We're gonna